forgot my phone.
You silly little sausage. Unprofessional, I'm alright. Hi! That's my bad knee, bro.
This video is not starting.
Oh my god.
Hello. Welcome.
No, let's start again.
Okay.
I wasn't ready.
Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. As you know, my name is Simranjeet Kaur Mann, and today I'm joined by a very, very special guest. This is my side
The
piece.
hubby. The star of the show. It's your boy.
He knew that I was going to say side piece. So essentially, we got married, and we're currently filming this on our last day of our honeymoon. Talk about last minute. I posted on my Instagram story talking about doing a Q&A with yourself. You guys essentially gave us so many questions, and we thought we would sit back in and just answer them for you all. The first one is, how did you meet?
Okay.
So there was quite a few people who asked that question.
Care to explain something?
So essentially, I think the reason why I'm probably best to answer this question is because I DM'd him first, and this is your sign, ladies, to shoot your shot. So I saw this specimen and I thought he would do.
Lovely. She's so flattering.
Should I
as well.
mention the DM that I sent? So the DM,
Oh
it was
God.
so cringe, looking back. He's 6'7" and I'm 5'6", so that's a bit of context. I'm not just saying that because I'm not into short
Flex.
guys. It's not a flex, but I'm just as context, because the chat up line that I did was, if we were together we would look like a bar chart.
What does that mean? That's what I was thinking on the other end of the screen. What the hell?
No, because it's you're here and I'm here.
No, I understood once you explained it, but the fact that you had to explain your chat up line.
The most important thing is that it stood out, and that he thought this girl, there's something more to her, which
It
is
was almost
true.
like pity. I got secondhand embarrassment from that chat up line, so I thought rather than crush her spirits and crush her dreams, I might as well give her a shot. It was better than all the other girls DMing me and saying just hey or whatever.
Obviously, I stood out amongst the sea of women who were DMing
That's
him.
probably the best way of saying it.
So yeah, and I think we just took it from there. We basically started talking when, just before Eat Out to Help Out was starting out.
Dishy Rishi, forgot about this.
We talked for a month, and then our first date was at Platform.
Yeah, so we met at Old Street Station, and
Oh yeah.
let's just say the first impressions weren't exactly there either. If you've ever been to Old Street Station, you know there's 4 entrances, and I didn't know where to wait for her, so I'm just patiently waiting, obviously a little bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and don't flatter yourself. But yeah, I was just waiting around, and then I saw her and I was like, oh, okay, thank God I was waiting at the right entrance, and she saw me, and obviously she got the flutters and she couldn't wait to be with me, so my man tried to run up the staircase, and let's just say it didn't exactly go well.
I wouldn't say I ran up the staircase. This isn't a
You
horror movie.
skipped up the staircase.
No, I was just I don't want to keep her waiting up the stairs.
But that's not true, because she slipped on the very first step and just buckled and fell over.
Yeah, so I I stumbled on the steps as soon as I saw him. So obviously that's great for his ego. 'Cause
So
he's
any pre-date nerves that I had was just completely out of my
Yeah.
head, just laughing at her.
I think it was
Chivalry isn't dead.
I think it was a good icebreaker, because you'd kind of seen my clumsy side straight away, and it was just the date immediately started with us laughing because I tripped up on the stairs as soon as I'd seen you.
And I think when you're talking to people, especially if you talk to them online first, sometimes you don't know if their personality is going to match their real life energy.
Yeah.
But she told me she was clumsy, and she proved it within a second of me seeing her, so no, that was reassuring. Definitely
Yeah.
not catfish energy.
And then, the vibes just kind of hit us straight away, and we went to Platform. There was one moment where I had to karate chop his hand because I was wearing fresh Air Forces.
They were not fresh.
They were fresh.
They'd been through the wars, bro.
They were fresh Air Forces. I didn't want to crease them. It was that stage, right? And he dropped
Let me
the
tell
pizza.
you that.
Okay, you go.
That is a lie. You dropped the pizza, and I went to pick it up to move it, and then you slapped my hand away because you thought I was going to put the pizza on your Air Force.
I thought he was going to put the pizza on my trainers, so I
great,
literally
she's
karate
irrational
chopped.
as well.
I karate chopped his hand on the first date as well.
Got black belt in Taekwondo, man. So we went to Platform, then we went to Benihana, then we went to Namco. If you know Namco, it's like
it's in Westminster.
It's right next to the London Eye.
Yes.
It's like
like an arcade.
Like they got bumper cars and all that kind of stuff there. All that good stuff.
Yeah, so we did like 2 activities and like 1 meal on our first date, and I'd say it was like quite a good date, obviously.
Lads, that's the way you structure a date. I smashed it.
From there, we literally just, kind of went strength on strength. How long were you together before getting married? So before getting married, we were together for 2 years.
2 years, yeah.
I think a lot of people, they'll either say, oh, that's too short or like too long. But I think every couple's got their timeline, and
I think everyone's different. Like,
yeah.
For me, it was just kind of like, I knew this was the person that I was going to marry, so why just delay it?
We wanted to get married, like, when I was 25, he was 26. And so we were able to, like, just enjoy the rest of our 20s together. My friend asked this, are you scared of Sim's friends?
God, no, man. I love all of you. Should I be scared of you guys? Like, is there any particular reason? Nah, I get on with your friends great. Someone said I get on with her friends better than Simran gets on with her friends. So they all love me.
How did you know he's the one, and how did he know you're the one? So do you want to, like, answer that first?
You go first. It's your show. You go first.
I knew he was the one because...
I don't think I've ever had this, by the way.
Have you not?
I don't know.
Oh,
I can't remember.
There's a lot of reasons like why I knew he was the one. I think firstly, we were just super goofy with each other. Like I felt like I could 100% just be myself. We can literally talk with each other like on end. I think like one thing my parents always used to say to me whenever I was on FaceTime with him was, you're FaceTiming him and talking to him so much now, like when you're married you're not going to have anything to talk about. But literally every time we go for dinner or at a bar, we're just continuously
I don't get a
talking.
moment's peace, to be honest with you, so that's definitely incorrect.
We're just continuously talking. But I also know you're the one because we literally, like, as we're doing this video, we naturally just roast each other all the time.
Yeah.
And we're not the kind of couple where, like, it's like, oh...
We get offended by
we get offended or, like, we get, like, super sensitive about it. I also think, like, I knew he was the one because he didn't really display any of the toxic things. You were very clear about your intentions.
Do I have to go first?
Yeah.
That's obvious. It's this big ass forehead. That noggin. Just want to wrestle it and slap it. Big ass 6
Becky is savage.
Becky is savage. Yeah, but I think like one of the main things for me is like her goofiness. Like I said, she like buckled the first day I saw her. So if that ain't goofy, I don't know what is. She's got a bit of personality about her. No, she's got banter, obviously. She's very career driven, and that's definitely like one of the big green flags. I think it's quite cool that we have like our own kind of independent lives and independent like ambitions and stuff.
No, you touched upon something actually, like in terms of knowing that we're the one, because we're not dependent on each other.
Yeah.
Like obviously we like each other's company, because if we didn't, that'd be a bit problematic, isn't it?
It'd be a bit awkward.
But for example, when he's at work, I don't feel like I have to message him and text him every single living minute of the day just to ask like how he is or like what he's doing. We can go for a few hours. I think we've even gone for like a day without messaging fully because we've just been so busy.
Yeah.
Like, but the thing is, that in those kind of situations, communication's important. Like, we don't just like air each other and we're gone for a day. We'd say,
kind of like we'll set out like what we're doing in the day and stuff. I know she's got like an event, for example. I'll just be like, that's fine.
Let's move on to the next question. So, have you had your first fight as a married couple yet, and who won? This question is really funny, I'm not going to lie, but we are quite fortunate in that we haven't fought yet. We don't really fight very often either.
Like, barely ever, to be honest with you. She actually once asked me, it's weird that we don't fight. I'm like, okay, like, what am I supposed to do with that information?
I think a lot of people have asked about your job and your career. And this question I found quite funny. Is he a lawyer too? I need more application advice.
I'm not a lawyer, but you can still come to me, brother.
I'm not sure whether the advice would be sound.
It's probably going to be littered with inaccuracies. Standard brown boy occupation, I'm an optician. And
is that standard brown boy?
I think so, yeah. Been qualified as an optician for almost 4 years now. 4 years? Yeah. No, 3 years, sorry. I think if I was a lawyer, it'd just be like a nightmare. Like,
I don't think I could date a lawyer either.
I don't think I could date an optician.
I actually feel like if I was coming home and talking to someone who was like an associate at a law firm and whatever, I think I'd lose my mind because it's literally just law every single time. But when he tells me things like, oh, I did this like course about like retinal or glaucoma.
Well, I have glaucoma.
You two look stunning together.
Thanks.
I think I pulled the weight here. Right. Love or arranged marriage? It was a love marriage. Do you understand solicitor life? And I think it links on to the next question. Are you supportive of my career?
Actually, I'm not supportive of a career. I wanted to fail desperately. Yeah, of course I'm supportive of a career. I mean, understanding solicitor life, I don't think you could really understand it unless you were a solicitor, to a certain degree. But I
understand it myself.
That's very encouraging. But yeah, I think you understand the amount of hard work that she puts into, like, sometimes she'll be working until really late. Obviously, like, it's quite a stressful job, so you got to understand that. And obviously, like any career, you just got to kind of support that as she does for me, really.
How did you tell your parents about each other?
I told my parents, like, I guess this is kind of like the male privilege that I have in brown households. That
yeah.
I could just kind of be like to them. Before I even went on like my first date, I was just like, yeah, I'm meeting this girl. They both knew about her from like quite early stages, well, from the beginning.
I think for me, I had to kind of figure out whether you were actually the one first before I told my parents.
I mean, you knew that bit.
Yeah, but I did tell my parents like pretty soon into it, like compared to other strangers, because I knew like quite like soon that you were the one. I told my mum first. And my mum was really supportive of it. I think a big reason why is because I'd reached that age. Also why that is because you were sick and you were Punjabi and stuff as well. I think it would have been a bit more difficult for me if you were another religion, but I think a lot of brown girls can also relate to that as well. And I think that's just me being honest as well.
Yeah.
I think it did help.
Yeah.
It also helped that you were in a medical field, because we know brown parents love it. So this person's asked, advice on dating would be great. So I would say you need to know what you're looking for in a person. So for me, I wanted someone who was ambitious. I wanted someone who matched my banter, had a similar sense of humour to me. Can't remember what else I was like really looking for, but apparently this is it. You've got
to firstly be ready to like date. Sometimes you think you're ready, but like you're not ready. Like you don't want to cuff yourself off or be exclusive, and that's fine as well. Like I think everyone needs to kind of get that out of their system of like the single life to a certain degree. But then kind of once you've gone past that, I think the main thing is having that strong sense of self-worth and just like knowing who you are as a person, knowing what you like and don't like, and what you will and won't stand for. If you really like someone, sometimes you'll like compromise or like
you'll ignore the red flags.
You'll have one or two things like slip by that should never slip by. And I think it's really important to just kind of have that strong sense of like identity and just being like, this is who I am. I'm not going to like settle for anyone. Like compromise is part of everything, but not compromising to the point that you like lose yourself in the process.
Who chose his wedding outfit?
I chose my wedding outfit. Went to Monga's and she I think you were there with me at that particular time. So that was just like a really informal look, but they had like a mannequin up and I had the outfit that I ended up wearing for my wedding. That was the very first shop that I'd been to, because obviously Monga's, you hear about it, it's like pretty big in terms of that's where like loads of people go to get their wedding outfits and stuff. So I saw that one, I was like, oh my god, that looks so nice. The price wasn't nice, let me tell you that. I had a bit of a nightmare basically. Like 2 weeks before the wedding, neither of my outfits were ready. One of the outfits got made the wrong colour, so they hadn't even remade it at that point.
His Sherwani, when I saw it for the first time, obviously when I was walking down the aisle and I saw him, I was actually a bit threatened. Because I was thinking, you know what, the bride...
She should be. I didn't want her to get her own way. She kept telling me, like, oh my god, like, she basically, like, paraphrasing a bit, she's like, I'm going to outclass you, like, I'm going to look so much better than you. I'm like, alright. And then I just kept, like, a low-key energy until, like, the day.
Have you guys moved in together and was it scary? It kind of relates to this other question that I've been asked of, are you going to be living with parents or house hunting? So right now, we live with Taran's parents. So I've relocated. If anything, we actually can't afford our own place. This honeymoon's actually bankrupted us.
Yeah, there's that. My dad's not very well, like, without going like crazy into it. So it's kind of not like something that we'd always kind of talked about. So.
We've definitely got our own space within the house as well, and I get along so well with Taran's parents too, which is a major blessing. Like me and your mum, like when we're both working from home, we have lunch together, and we're always just, you know, like having little moments.
Exactly the opposite of what I needed. The two strong women in my house joining forces against me. Like,
we do.
They actually do. Like in my own house, I'm just getting bullied.
What are our least favourite qualities in each other?
Do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Go ahead, she jumped on that. She's like, I'm ready.
I think my least favourite quality about Taran is sometimes he leaves things last minute.
But I always get the job done.
He does, but I think sometimes it means that I have to go through quite a bit of stress sometimes, because I'm like, oh my god, this is happening, we've not done anything for it yet, and like...
Because she's the opposite. Like,
I'm the opposite.
She'll want to get things done like a year before it actually happens, whereas I'm like, just leave it for a bit. Like, I've got other things that probably come first. Sometimes she wakes up so early, and then because she wakes up early, it means that I've got to wake up early. I'm like, dude, I love sleeping. Sleeping is like a passion of mine.
Yeah, he loves napping and I don't do naps.
Well, she never used to, but...
On this honeymoon, I've definitely had to nap.
Even before, I've got you on like a
you made me nap like once
I forced her to nap. Yeah, it's not like you've ever been like, oh my god, I'm so sad that we did that.
I've not ever willingly napped, but anyway, I think that's it.
That's kind of it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Great.
Yeah.
So hopefully in this video you've learnt a little bit more about the biggest bane of my life.
And I wouldn't have it any other way.
Taran, do you have any concluding remarks to give to the great audience here?
I think I did pretty well.
Yeah, I think you did.
I was destined to be in front of this camera. Pretty soon it'll just be me, and she'll be behind the camera.
We need to end this video, bro. We're rambling for way too much.
Oh, we need to like check out this hotel.
We need to check out as well.
Half an hour, we've got to pack and everything.
We've got to pack, yeah. Anyway, see you later.
Just shows you how last minute I am. See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.